That hopeless romantic book.
Welcome back to Confessions of a Hopeless Romantic.
I'm Kearston.
I'm Anja.
And I'm Jesse.
Today we're talking about our buddy read of Shield of Sparrows. Shelly is gone this week. I'm back. So we have our guest stars stepping in. So we decided to buddy read Shield of Sparrows. I always wanted to read it, but I will say it wasn't top of my TBR because I kept hearing that I shouldn't say bad reviews. I've never heard bad reviews, but people weren't like, oh, this is amazing, you should read it. And then when the second one came out, that's when I heard that.
Correct.
And I was like, oh no, I got to put this up my TBR.
I heard about it, but I don't think that it wasn't really on my TBR. It was more that I heard some good things about it. And I was very curious, but I could just never find the time. So I was very happy that you guys decided to read it and that I could join the buddy read.
And we say buddy read loosely because Anja, we were like, do you understand what a buddy read is? We know Anja is probably the fastest reader out of all of us.
Yeah.
Maybe Meg. Maybe you and Meg might be on.
Yeah.
Meg is probably fast.
Yeah. It's to be determined. We should do a race between you guys.
I don't know. You were at chapter 8. I was at chapter 20, and Anja was done the book.
Yeah. Anja was like, I read the second one. What about you, Jesse? Was this on your TBR?
Honestly, this has never come across my radar until working at the store. And then when the second book came out, that was when it really started blowing up.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I might as well give it a try.
Yeah, it's a sign.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really glad we did. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I went in with low expectations.
Yeah, me too.
And it kind of blew me away. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good timing because the third book, she just announced it. So I was like, yay, we don't have to wait.
I know the cover's gorgeous.
So pretty, the sprayed edges.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, what was your first impressions? What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of this book?
Question. There was lots of questions.
Yeah.
I feel like the main character just had so many questions, but it was kind of understandable because she pretty much grew up her whole life where no one really told her anything. She was the princess that wasn't chosen to be the sparrow. If you read the book, you'll know what that is. So she kind of just living her life thinking that, whatever, she'll just live her quiet life as the second princess, and that was it. But then she gets thrust into the spotlight and told to do so many things, but she doesn't know why. So lots of questions. That was my first impression. She had a lot of questions. Me too.
Yeah, I should say too, this episode is full of spoilers.
Yeah.
We can't hold back on this one.
Sorry.
I'll definitely try to hold back on the book 2 spoilers.
Yes.
Yeah.
No book 2 spoilers. Only book 1 spoilers.
We'll come back with book 2 spoilers.
Yes.
My first impression was I really liked how it is a pretty traditional romantasy, maybe less on magic so far anyway. But I still found that I really liked how the author, even though they were very classic tropes that you expect, I still thought she did the plot in a way that, like you said, there's lots of questions. And I thought the pacing of how she answered those questions was really good. It really kept me engaged. So we were getting enough answers that I felt okay, I'm not completely lost, or we're never getting the answers and it's going to take 3 books to get answers and nothing's going to advance. But also didn't reveal everything. So there's still more to come. You still have answers. I thought that was a really good balance.
I like the fact, so obviously the questions are there, but I like that sometimes in fantasy books we have all these questions and I have a feeling that the author doesn't want to reveal it, so they just kind of push it aside and just pretend the main character doesn't care about it or that they don't want to know or whatever. And here it was we had the same questions our main character, and it was very apparent. She put it, she really she made it evident that we will get answers for that later. She didn't try to trick us. She didn't try to trick us into not thinking that it's not important.
Right.
I agree. I also feel like I'm the type of reader that when I'm reading books, I am paying attention, but I'm not paying close attention. So I always get surprised when the twists get revealed.
Oh, I love that.
So that's why I love thrillers too, because I'm
yeah.
I should see it coming, but I don't see it coming.
Yeah.
So the amount of twists that she threw into this book,
yeah,
chapter 44 was the big reveal.
Yes, okay.
I guess we could talk about the big reveal.
Yeah.
When did you forget?
Yeah.
It was the reveal where the guardian is actually the prince.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
one bad thing about me is that sometimes I get too curious about certain things, and then I look for character art or just like to check something, and then I get spoilers. So that was one of the things that happened with book two. So just a notice for everyone: don't look for who is this character. You will get spoiled. Just read through the book.
See, for me, I find I come at things very like critical. Like I know that there's gonna be twists, and so I'm like nothing will get past me. So I will say there was a few things that I did already guess, or at least was like close to guessing. Things like there's no way that the guardian is not the prince. I was like, there has to be some way that this, like, there's a trick there. I didn't realize it was like the whole body double thing, like that. I didn't realize. So I didn't guess exactly how it was gonna work out, but I knew, I was like, this is weird. It's like a King Ravager Slade situation from Plated Prisoner. I was like, there's something there. It's not matching up. The enemies are becoming lovers. That does not make sense.
I just thought it was like gonna be a love triangle situation,
I kind of wish it was.
but
to be
then
honest.
Xavier just wasn't there at all.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
like, maybe
Yes.
it's not a love triangle. Her husband's never around.
I know, yes. I agree. I was like waiting for it to like for the tides to turn a bit towards Xavier's favor.
Yeah.
And when it wasn't, that's when I was like, for sure it's something's fishy.
Yeah, and then he gets caught in bed with her
Okay.
maid, and I was like, what is going
I
on?
knew Brielle was a snake. I was like,
No, Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. I
Yeah.
knew both. But I will say I
Brielle's-
thought it was Brielle more. Like before
Oh.
that happened, I was like, Brielle's acting weird. There was
Okay.
one thing I think they said somewhere in there about like how she's like she was really homesick at the start and then like no longer like was like adapting really well. And then I was like, it just seemed weird with her about like she was telling, like she was the one getting more of the secrets. And I was like, this is either like really fishy of like the favoring of Brielle. Like is that a choice because she is gonna like deceive her, or like there's something there? And then when we stopped sort of hearing about Jocelyn, I was also like, why aren't we hearing about Jocelyn? And then when when they were found, like Xavier and Jocelyn, I will say I thought that was the end of it. I will say she got me at the next one where she came back and was like a spy of a spy kind of thing.
Right? Like the amount of twists and turns
But
in here
also
was
we should have
crazy.
seen that. I was like, obviously they didn't send her with just regular old maids.
But I thought these were like her maids, though. Were they not her maid? Maybe I misread it. Were they her maids or were they maids, like maids? I guess.
thought that they were her maids. That's what surprised me, actually.
That's why I was a little shocked that
Yeah.
she came back and she's like the secret warrior spy.
Yeah.
Like, thank God she's dead. But
yeah.
but still, I thought they were like her maids. So like, if she never, this whole plan was to have
Not May.
Odessa?
Odessa.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole plan was for Odessa's sister to be the one that marries
Yes.
the guardian. So why would Odessa's maid be the one that's the secret warrior spy? That was like kind
Yeah.
of threw me off a bit.
I
So
wonder if
wasn't
that will
expecting
come
it.
back. Like, will we ever get an answer of like maybe like, because we know that there's something weird with Odessa, and I feel like we've always known because they make it a big deal that she doesn't have starbursts in her eyes.
Whoa.
Blah blah blah.
The big reveal at the end, kind of
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Like obvious.
Yeah, a
But
little
to me,
bit.
again, I was like, that's obvious. Like obviously because they make a whole thing out of her. But like I said, if they knew she was weird, her father obviously knows whatever is going on with her. Like her mom was obviously like magic or something. Something there. So maybe he always had like one of her handmaids be sort of like a spy or like somebody like a secret protector kind of thing, because he knew that she is not like as it seems.
So yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's lots of reveals in there, but you can keep that to yourself for now.
It is very hard not to say anything.
I love how you're just like watching us like, and you're like, I
we're
know the
theorizing
answer.
over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
We're theorizing, but you have all the answers.
We
but
get
no.
a lot of it.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay.
In regards to Brielle, though, I feel like the author made her the favorable one because she was her fiance's like secret lover.
Yeah.
So like they had to bring that back around a bit, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess that's
I
fine.
really wish they got their little happy ending, Brielle and the
Banner.
guy Banner. I do wish that.
I never got good vibes from him, so I wasn't really like in
Me
his
neither.
corner
But also, like,
for a happy ending.
did it really need, like, does it really drive the story to like kill him at the end? And you know,
Well, yeah, I feel like Brielle's death kind of hit harder than his.
Brielle dies.
Yeah, well, she
When?
gets picked up and thrown into the forest by the monster.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I missed that.
I mean, it happened like everyone was dying all at the
Yeah,
same time,
yeah.
so you could have easily missed it. But yeah, she was just walking. In
After
the,
Banner dies.
yeah,
I think
I
so.
think
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
Yeah, she just
Damn, I
walked
missed
into the
that.
clearing, and the monster comes, picks her up, and throws her into the forest.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was probably still on one about Xavier. That's also when he like.
Oh my
sort of
god.
dies.
Yeah. Is he dead? Don't tell us.
I won't tell you.
There's no way.
Does he make it out of that? I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like he
definitely
does.
He
For
definitely
sure.
does. Right?
For sure. No. No spoilers. But yeah, there's a lot of twists and turns. So
I will say that like because maybe I read it so fast, I think that I had way less thoughts about the book while I was reading it. So now it's like coming back to me. Everything that was
Yeah.
happening and just like some of the questions and all of that. That's kind of the curse when you read too fast. You don't get to like marinate and just
Yeah.
like have theories and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel my only gripe with this is I wish we were just like okay with some characters and some romances. Just like I don't need the like montage all the time, like the training montage. Can she not just be like a smart girl, like weakling, and she gets through it by reading her books?
But that would be boring though, because she can never join in on the action. She trained. Well, obviously, she didn't know she was training for the specific moment, but like, she went up against her ex fiance, and had she just been reading books the whole time, she would have died.
Yes, you're right. But however,
I know. I do agree. Like, we can like maybe gloss over the training part. Like, I don't need to hear about it.
yeah.
Just like say, "Oh, I trained for 3 hours this morning. It was grueling, and I'm tired." Like, I don't need to hear about it.
I have to say I do like the Rocky training montage. Just because like it gives us a very good opportunity between the protagonists to interact, and they can be flirty while they can still be dangerous, and there's the good tension, you have everything. So that's why I do still like it. I think that it adds something to the story, of just a bit of spice.
Yeah, it's true. It does create like good banter and tension.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's true. But yeah, no, she can't just read books.
Hi, Romantics! Welcome back to Bookish News with your HRB bestie, Gina. Alright, besties, let's talk book deals and announcements. First off, we have a very exciting book deal with authors Emilia Emerson and Elena Lee at Kensington Books. The cozy Omegaverse authors are keeping us fed with 4 books. The first off, which will feature a woman fleeing her past and finding herself in a cozy magical town with Sentinel Holmes. Amazing. In other book news, Maddie Martinez is satisfying all our gothic sapphic romance desire with her upcoming novel, The Haunting of Lady Death, which is inspired by Phantom of the Opera and Slavic folklore. It's set to release on February 2027. In other exciting book news, Taylor Jenkins Reid has announced her new novel titled The Last Days of Vic and Coco, which follows the relationship between 2 female pool hustlers in the 70s. It's set to release on March 2nd, 2027. Now, let's get into some very exciting book adaptation news. Canada's sweetheart, Sophie Nelise, who stole our hearts as, you know it, Rose in Hidden Rivalry, is set to steal our hearts again, as Lucy in Netflix adaptations of this summer will be different by our beloved Carly Fortune. Felix will be played by Ruby O'Tall, and Lucy's bestie Bridget will be played by Francesca Real. We're so excited to see this trio on our screen so soon. In other exciting news, Red, White, and Royal Blue 2 has officially wrapped filming and is set to release at the end of this year on Prime Video. Let us know if you'd like a cheeky little watch party hosted by your HRP divas in the comments. And finally, production for Boys of Tommen, based on the series by author Chloe Walsh, has officially started in Cork, Ireland. And that's all the bookish news for this week, besties. See you next week!
I feel like now I feel challenged. I'm like, I'm gonna write a romance where like the girl just like weak as a board, like flimsy as a plant.
So you're writing a cozy fantasy then? No action.
You know what? I'm just gonna break all the rules.
There are some books that are like that. where
Definitely, yeah,
They're more soft. So, but you should definitely write your own as well. Make her as weak as possible.
yeah.
Bookish.
And she just gets through it with cleverness,
Or just give her magic.
Yeah.
magic.
I'm tired of sword fighting. I want to see some magic being thrown at each other.
I'm curious if the second book will get more magic.
But I don't feel like there's no like. Well, I don't know. But maybe like I don't like. There's no essence of magic. There's the monsters, which they say have magic, but like we're not seeing it.
Yeah.
So like in the sense of like
Yeah.
we're used to like magical powers and stuff like that. They keep talking about their eyes being starbursts, and I'm like,
Yes.
that's cool, but like I don't really
Like,
get.
what does that mean?
I don't
Yeah.
get the magic except for the scary priests.
Yes. Yeah.
But other than that,
I will say that I don't think it's the romantasy in the that it has magic in a traditional
Mhm.
way, like people having powers. But we do learn more about the magic in book two and just how it works and why does she say that monsters have magic and some of that. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested because they did start to obviously at the end there when you're like learning about the mom, like not Odessa's mom, but
Luella.
Ransom's mom. Yeah,
Yeah.
Luella. And how she was sort of like theorizing about like magic and like the monsters' magic. But yes, even the monsters like obviously other than like the Lisa, I forget how it's pronounced. Lisa.
Yeah.
Other than like that, they do are obviously like they're not like untouchable kind of thing, like they're not like the magic that we're kind of used to where it's like if you have magic you're like amazing, invincible, and you need somebody else with like that equal magic. Like they were obviously dangerous, but you could like kill them and they were like more tame or whatever. So I'm interested to see how the like what that magic turns into and evolves into in the second and third books.
I was very intrigued by the little I don't know like is it called Tarkin or the little
Tarkin, I
kitty
think,
cat.
Yeah.
It was so cute and I liked how so everything was like all the other monsters, all the other animals here are kind of like very savage, very evil, and then she keeps coming back to him and she says like I think that he can understand me, or I think that he doesn't act that way at all. So I'm kind of interested in where that's gonna go as well.
So is that true that you don't really get any answers to that in the second book?
So we don't get any answers as to him specifically. We do get some answers about the animals and the monsters, but not specifically about him.
Okay.
So I'm interested in that. Why is he a bit different from all the other ones?
Yeah, I guess I just kind of assumed because it was like she like basically raised him and like tamed him from a baby.
And he doesn't have the Lysa. He's not
Just
infected
normal, yeah.
by the alchemy or whatever.
But I guess it's like it's almost like an experiment to know that you can maybe tame them and they can be like friendly. I guess we'll see. Third book.
Yeah. Find out.
Okay, what are your predictions? Not Anya stays out of this one because she already knows. My prediction is I think they obviously go back to Quintus, so that's where the main person is from, Odessa. I guess maybe we should have gave like a little summary of the book in case people have not read it.
I mean,
but I guess don't read this or don't watch this if you haven't read it.
That's true. That's true.
So I think they're obviously gonna go back to Quintus. Like she'll flee there. Whether Ransom goes with her or not, like finds her before she does that, probably not. But so she'll go back. She'll sort of spill her guts to her dad. Maybe not everything, but I think she's sort of banking on maybe him taking their side, or at least having enough, like whatever his plans were, to obviously go over to their kingdom and take it over, like to Tehran and take it over. He obviously wants to do that already. So I feel like she'll get him enough on her side where she'll like use his manpower to come over and like at least help with what she wants to do, aka like actually save everybody. But I like obviously I feel like her dad is gonna get involved somehow, like the king of her kingdom.
I don't know. I feel like that's a little too maybe like simple. I feel like the priest that is now guiding her
right.
is going to be shaping her journey going forward. So I feel like obviously she has Evie to protect,
Yeah.
but I also feel like the priest that is also with her. I don't know if they're gonna go right back to the kingdom. I don't know. I feel like something nefarious is going on. So
Oh,
I
for
don't.
sure.
Yeah, I don't trust the priest at all.
I don't know yet either. I feel like they're dropping little hints that we shouldn't, but I'm like it's almost too obvious. So now I'm like, should we? Like, are they just trying to make it almost like a, like a, how do you say that? Like a reverse psychology, kind of like they're trying to make you distrust them, but they're actually like good. But obviously they know something about her, and she's gonna want to get those answers. So it's true. Maybe she needs those answers first before she goes back.
Yeah.
Apprentice.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't trust the king at all. So.
Like either king.
Well, obviously not the king of Tehran, but like I don't trust
Yeah.
her dad either.
Oh no, he's like obviously bad.
And I'm curious to see how May plays in the next book. Like
Me too. Yeah, good point.
she was very like angry in this book,
Yes.
having been tossed aside.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of interested to see how
But
the
she
dynamic
does
is.
clearly have love for Odessa.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe not a traditional like sister kind of bond, but like because they were always pitted against each other kind of thing.
I wonder if that's going to continue. Like I wonder if since Odessa's been gone, the king has been like really working on May.
Right. Like getting her to almost like rise up so that she can take over.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So many things could happen.
Yeah.
So many things could happen. But yeah.
I will. The only thing that I will say is that it will take you in unexpected places. Like some of the things that that I was thinking, it didn't happen. Some of the things I was expecting, some happened, some didn't. So but it definitely does have some unexpected twists and turns. So don't trust.
Good.
Don't trust anything that you see.
Good.
Oh, I'm excited.
I mean, yeah, couldn't trust anything in this book either. So
yeah,
everyone had like ulterior motives. So
it's true. But I will say this one, I still felt like went in a pretty linear direction, like where you would think, right? Like she, did go over to where she was supposed to.
I mean, like Loki wasn't expecting the mom to be a monster at the end though. Like that one, I
The
was
mom?
Like, yeah.
Oh,
well, I mean, it
you're
doesn't directly
right.
say
I
it, but
forgot
they
about
say they
that.
find a woman that
That,
looks
like, looks like
exactly
her.
like her. It's obviously her mom.
Yeah, you're right. I wasn't sure actually. I thought yes. I was like, is it like?
So then, are this? I don't know what they call it, but when all the monsters come,
Yeah,
are they
Crux
just
migration?
human, like humans?
Yes, yeah.
That have been turned into monsters for some sort of reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you're right.
So many answers.
I didn't even get to that point. Yeah, yeah.
So many questions, but yeah.
Okay, well, we will come back after we read Rights of the Starling.
Yes.
I mean, Anya already done, but
I can't wait to have.
yeah, we have to hear us. Yeah, exactly.
This is so hard.
I got the audiobook already, the second one from the library.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on the wait list, I believe.
I have 3 library cards. So I got one of them.
Okay, well,
yeah, so yeah.
wish me luck.
We'll
Getting
reconvene
through.
maybe next month.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bye.